Welcome everyone to our eighth weekly DeFi call. So what we are going to discuss today is, first of all, we have two big contests finished, and these are Ethereum and Polkadot Bridge architecture and design contests. So congratulations to all the participants and winners. So we had some really good results, and we have some of participants on our call today. So and I will give them the word to say something about their works. Also, we have the quite a very important discussion initiated by Alexander about the threshold for passing to jury or to some other contest. So he has some good ideas on that, and he will present it as well. And also, last but not the least, we need to discuss the day when we will run our payout session for the winners of the two contests. So let's begin.
Yes, hello governance, hello everybody. My name is Stepan Cheripanov. I'm CEO of Wintex Pro Advanced Technologies. Our team develops fintech projects, crowdfunding platforms, exchanges, accounting systems, trading bots, gambling, and other. All information of the stack of technologies and experience I can send on request in a personal account. And Dmitry is our lead of blockchain development, and he is here today. Dmitry, please.
Hi everyone. My name is Dmitry. I'm the head of the R&D department in Wintex Pro and author of the proposal to Polkadot FreeTON contest. I've been in software development for 10 years and have spent the last 3 years developing and researching different blockchain projects. I was involved in developing a platform for digital finance assets as an employee of Kiwi Blockchain Technologies, which is part of company's group Kiwi Bank, and then I joined Wintex Pro last May. Since then, we received a grant from the Web3 Foundation to develop a framework for testing decentralized applications based on Substrate, and successfully implemented and published it on open source. About future plans, Peter will tell Stepan, please.
Now look at DeFi. We have reviewed all the top projects and have an understanding of how they work. We also analyzed the current bridges to Polkadot and FreeTON smart contracts after collecting all the experience. We applied for the FreeTON Polkadot bridge architecture competition and won. Thank you for the votes cast for us, dear jury. We are ready to implement a bridge because we have a necessary knowledge and development capacity. All your questions you can ask in FreeTON forum, and we will be happy to answer it. Thanks and nice to meet everybody. Really, we have.
You can speak in Russian, I will translate, it's no problem. If it's easier to you.
В общем, мы имеем сейчас ресурсы, в принципе, подключиться уже к разработке.
Generally, we have some resources to dedicate to the development.
Оценки конечной пока что нету, нам на это надо времечко. Мы только узнали, что победили в конкурсе.
We don't have the time estimate right now, so we need to dig into it, as we just learned that we have one.
Думаем, на следующей неделе у нас уже будет приблизительная оценка, но думаю, если скажу 2-3 месяца, это будет недалеко от истины.
I hope that we will get the estimate on the next week, and but if I say that it will take 2 to 3 months, it will not really differ from the reality.
As Vlad said, we already know each other. I'm representing not only myself, but the Broxus development team. We have won the contest. I want to say thank you to all our competitors. there were a few interesting proposals, and it was nice to see an alternative approaches. So the development of the bridge has already begun. I think the estimate is also about a few months, maybe 1, 2, probably 3 months. So I think in the following sessions, one day we will discuss the joining our bridge. As you know, it is maybe you know it is based on the set of relayers which should make together a distributed team who supports the bridge. So probably some of you will join us in this. Thank you for your words. If you have any question, feel free to ask.
So as for Polkadot, we will continue discussing the implementation in the operational way, and then, our next step is to run the implementation, blockchain implementation stage of the bridge, and we will need to discuss also, I think, at the next call on how to do this, and hopefully next week we will launch the proposal for doing this, because time is counting, and we want to see the working solutions in our blockchain as soon as possible.
So a little bit about myself. My name is Daniel Peled. I'm one of the founders of Orbs and Hexa Group. Hexa has been part of crypto in the last 7 years. We're based in Israel, in Tel Aviv. We've been investing early on since I think the first ever token sale, Mastercoin. A lot of people from Israel, Tel Aviv were involved, and Vitalik came to visit Tel Aviv. He thought to build on top of Mastercoin, on top of Bitcoin. Then he came with the idea of Ethereum. So we got exposed to Ethereum very early on. I invested in Ethereum, and I think all the large token sales, especially blockchain infrastructures, in the last 7 years, that has been successful with the growth of the market, the growth of some of these networks. We're very active investors across the blockchain industry. And we're managing one of the largest crypto funds based in Israel. In 2017, with the whole craziness of ICOs, we thought it's not very sustainable. We thought a lot of them are not going to succeed. We come from a background of startups and entrepreneurship. So, you know, in regular startups, about 1% succeed. We thought in the crypto space it's going to be less than 1%. There was too much easy money, very low governance. The technology is very mature. So our idea and thesis was actually to bring more mainstream companies into the industry and help them adopt blockchain technology and how it can make them more competitive. We advise some of these large enterprises. They raise quite significant amount of funding, but when they try to really onboard their users on top of Ethereum, obviously it's not possible because of the transaction throughput, because of the fees involved. Today, to store data on top of Ethereum is about 10,000 times more expensive than on top of AWS. We started analyzing the third generation blockchain, and there's a lot of innovation. And we also started Orbs, which is a permissionless public blockchain infrastructure. We got involved very early on with the Ton project, and we think today Ton has a lot of advantages going forward in regarding to scaling and bringing large enterprises and adoption of millions of users. So we are very excited to see ways we can collaborate. We have a very strong technical team around Orbs, and also a lot of experience on the investing side and consulting side, especially with large enterprises from the Hexa point of view.
Maybe you thought about how our partnership might work. Maybe you have some ideas of how we could help attract the teams on the Ton ecosystem on one way, and how maybe those projects which we already are doing on the Ton ecosystem might benefit from joining your accelerator.
This is a great question. I'm also thinking about it internally. From our side, we're just moving forward. We are pushing forward. We want to execute and really show that we can bring value. And I think with the value that the accelerator will bring, it will be easier to rally the Ton community to potentially issue contest or proposal, or maybe even a sub-governance or a sub-treasury for the accelerator, that projects that are integrating pools on top of Ton or are building on top of Ton or part of the accelerator will potentially receive a small grant, similar to what Binance is doing in order to attract projects to build on top of Binance chain. We saw they have a dedicated fund. They already awarded about 6 projects, and I think it's very successful for Binance to attract top teams to build on top of Binance Smart Chain. So I think once we're able to build the building blocks, such as the bridge and the first Uniswap on top of Ton and the first pools, I think we will be able to bring more projects, and maybe we can think about different incentives on how we can reward this project in order to really attract the best talent. Because today there's a lot of competition to attract developers. We see that within Ethereum, we see that within Binance Smart Chain. I think the fact that we are doing this accelerator as an interoperable accelerator, you don't have to commit just to one blockchain, will be very attractive to projects. But if we can get the support and potential some contests that we can participate in as part of this initiative, I think this would definitely help.